Anything that takes on a form in the solid, in this solid phase, it has life, mind, body, and soul. That's a fact. The plants, the animals, but even this, it cannot take on a form if it does not have life force in it. Life force makes it animate into a form. I'm teaching you about vibration right now. Because to understand that, most of people don't. This is why we disconnect from nature. This is why we can litter. This is why we motherfuckers go chop trees down. This is why you see people killing animals for no reason. Because of this disconnection from nature, which the elites forced upon the planet. The planet was in perfect harmony. And this is why you must understand that the planet is out of harmony. She's out of balance. That's why we in the end game now. That's why she's reacting with all the flooding now. Nigga, when you ready to kill something, nigga, that's when it's gonna end, nigga. When you stop acting scared, nigga, your oppressor, nigga, that's when it's gonna end, nigga. Niggas scared to say fuck the police, they self. Niggas scared to walk off niggas won't even walk off their job. Cause niggas talking about some men if I don't pay rent, nigga. How about you tell the rent office you ain't paying shit, nigga? How about every black and Latino motherfucker in America be like, you know what, we ain't paying rent, nigga, and we ain't going to work. We working on us and doing our own shit. What's wrong with getting gangster like that? Nigga, what's gonna happen if you don't pay? What's gonna happen? They gonna try to send the police to your crib, right? Eventually to evict you. But what if they can't evict everybody, nigga? You can't evict the whole country, nigga. You can't evict the whole country, nigga. And when you come to evict, let's get something understood. When you come to evict, niggas be getting out y'all way. That's when we was following the law. Keyword, that's when we was following the law. So niggas get out y'all way, you guys come to evict. If you've ever been evicted. They had you sitting in the class, being programmed. While you were being programmed, the main thing that was infused in you in school was to never think. Whatever you do, don't think. Don't research. Just go off what we tell you it is. That's what school trained you to do. And they did it year after year after year to make sure that you would have that system embedded in you. So now every thought you do, every reaction you do is based off that root system that was planted within you as an infant. This is why they make you put your babies in school as young as 2. You carry that with you. You becoming your own adult. And you feed that poison to your babies. That mindset, that ideology, regardless of race, you do. We are the original guardians of the motherfucking galaxies, nigga. What are you talking about, nigga? Who you think them other galaxies call on when shit got rough, nigga? They called on us, nigga. That's where they get this whole Avenger and Justice League theme from. X-Men theme of a team of superheroes. Nigga, where you think that shit come from, man? Everything come from us, fam. I told y'all that, man. We serious, man, out here in these cosmos, man. I'm trying to tell you, and there's so much life out there, right? There's so much life and so many different realities and realms. There's so much, like, that you've been kept from you, right? That you forgot about. But we defended these planets. We would defend these planets. We would defend these universes. We would defend these alternate realms. We would defend these different galaxies. You know, we who everybody came to get when they was having issues on their planets and in their galaxies. It's a fact. Fuck getting hit with a bullet. Fuck fighting. If a person put a spell on you, you will wake up not even feeling yourself on no level, my nigga. You will be doubting yourself. You'll be questioning yourself. You will be like, and that's worse than anything. That wake up and have that feeling inside like everything is wrong. You know what I'm saying? These spells so powerful, they'll send a spell at your ass and make your ass think don't nobody love your ass. Have your ass depressed. Depression leads to what? Low vibrations. Leads to what? Suicide. Had your ass in the deepest of depression around this bitch. And you thinking you don't know where this feeling coming from. You don't know where the feeling coming from. Nigga, you in the house arguing with your wife. You blaming her. You blaming yourself. You blaming the cat. You blaming the dog. Whole fucking time, nigga, it's a motherfucker that put a spell on you. Or you know it as a hex. Nigga, that's real. You hear me? That's real. That's what the elites do to our ass on a massive level, nigga. You wake up all fucked up mentally. You all mad. You don't know what the fuck you mad about. You know what I'm saying? Now you looking for a reason to be mad. You know what I'm saying? Low key. You know what I'm saying? You think about old shit and moments in time just to match that frequency of how you feel today. Like that be sorcery and motherfucker don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? That every president we ever had in the United States of America was a draconian reptilian. They are all blood related. That's why every president is related. It's the 13 bloodlines. That's why America has 13 blood stripes on the flag. Even time translates to 13. If you add up all the numbers on the clock, 12 plus 1, 11 plus 2, and you just keep going down, you're going to get 13 every time. Everything going to lead to 13 because 13 represents those original 13 bloodlines of draconian reptilians that invaded our planet. 13 original colonies. Why do you think they were called colonies, nigga? Reptiles have colonies, nigga. We ain't ever had no colonies, nigga. Insects have colonies, nigga. We had no colonies, nigga. What were they called? The Spanish conquistadors. Spanish conquerors. And they set out, they conquered our whole planet, and they set up these 13 colonies and made America, aka Atlantis, this section of Atlantis rather, headquarters for their invasion. As more technology was pushed onto us, the further we got away from each other. Because guess what? Now you ain't going to see your mama no more. You used to pull up on your grandmama, but you ain't pulling up on your grandma no more. You just FaceTime. You got whole group chats. You can have 10 family members. You could be on Zoom with the whole 100 family members in that bitch. See what I'm saying? And why is they making it so easy? It's stemming to the point where you ain't got to leave the house no more. Nigga, y'all remember you had to walk in and put a job application in, nigga. I remember putting I remember hopping on the division bus. I remember standing outside, no lie. I remember being 16, 17, my mama telling me if I don't get a job, she gonna kick me out, right? So now I gotta go get a job, even though I don't want a job, because I ain't trying to get kicked out, right? I remember standing on the bus stop, waiting on the cold ass division bus to come, having to ride downtown just to go to Old Navy, or go on Michigan Avenue and put in applications. I had to walk in that bitch and turn shit in the physical. Not anymore, nigga. You walk in the job like, hey, y'all got applications. They gonna look at you and be like, shit, go online. A soulmate is the soul that was created together with source, and then the soul was split into a pair, and each pair was sent off. So when the pairs were sent off into the galaxy to travel, each soul went to the eternal flame at its own time. So just because we soulmates don't mean we twin flames. You get it? And just because we twin flames don't mean we soulmates. But if we twin flames, guess what? We're gonna have a lot in common. When we get around each other, our energy gonna mesh. Alright? This is where you get your best friends from. This is where you get your homies from. This is where you get your, oh, that's my girlfriend, my best friend's my girl. That's where you get that family member from that you really genuinely fuck with out of all your other family members, because y'all got so much in common. That's because that's a twin flame. Y'all souls were both received this spark by the eternal flame of the cosmos at the same time. So that's the true meaning of a twin flame. And a soulmate is the soul that was split in half. But it's a part of you, it's your same pair. Whereas the twin flame, y'all just got the same spark. But the soulmate, that's the other half to you. That's your other half, literally. Alright? You got individuals that still don't know what I mean when I call black and Latino people gods and goddesses. But all of your people with neuromelanin and carbon, these are the descendants of the Anunnaki. Okay? So, who are the Anunnaki? Miss me with that shit they told y'all on the Mother God cartoons and commercials, and we ain't trying to hear that. Who are the real Anunnaki? Which is why this planet is called Planet Kai. Who are the real, and Tiamat? Who are the real Anunnaki? Why is it that you have people being born with this pigmentation? Or fuck this pigmentation, because you got different pigmentations. You can't get caught up in the pigmentation, because you got gods and goddesses that are way lighter than this and way darker. Every god and goddess lock ether, they don't look black neither. You know we do got blonde hair too, right? Some of us do got blue eyes too, right? You know that, right? That don't come from human beings. Human beings got everything that they got from us. So when you see the human beings with the blonde hair, that ain't they shit, dog. That come from us too. And human beings, if y'all don't know that, yes, that come from us. That's a trait that was weeded out of us. Okay? Butterflies and dragonflies are fairies. When you're stuck in 3D, or even coming up 4D, 5D, they gonna still look like butterflies. And dragonflies. But they're not. At all. They are a part of the elemental beings. They are fairies. And as you go to, once you get to about 8D, 9D, the 9th dimension, you can see them for what they are. They really fairies. They look just like us. They just got wings and they smaller. That's why when you look at the butterfly's body, it's like a little person just with 2 antennas. Little skinny person with 2 antennas and some wings. Go look at the dragonfly. It's like a little person with a little tail and some wings. But the dragonfly and the butterfly vibrates at the same frequency the bee does. The honeybee vibrates at 550 hertz. Actually, dragonflies and butterflies vibrate at 600 hertz or better. So they vibrate a little higher than the bees do. Because bees are a part of the elemental beings as well. They're related to them, but they are not elemental beings. They are part of the family, but they are not them. They are still insects. I don't care how hard the wind blowing, it'll never break a spider's web because it's made out of silk. I don't care how big you are. If you walk through a spider web, you ain't gonna never break it. You gonna feel it laying all on you. You might break the whole web, but you're not gonna break the silk. You're gonna feel that shit on you like, ugh. Nigga, fire don't even destroy silk. All it would do is separate it. It don't destroy it. So those gray hairs that you think you got elderly, that's really silk. It's like a form of silk. And it comes from higher density, and you only get that when you attain a certain amount of wisdom. You don't get it because of age. Because I know, it's a lot of motherfuckers that's gods and goddesses. They don't have silver hairs and they 60, 70. Everybody don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's 28 they start getting it. It's based on where your level of understanding is growing to. The soul is forever, my nigga. We don't never die. We keep coming back. So of course, when you heard Bobby, you heard me. When you hearing me, when you hear Rashad Jamal right now, you're hearing Bobby and Phil and Marcus and Malcolm and everybody else, because we the same motherfuckers. We just take on different avatars and different energy cycles to get the message out there. Every fucking generation is sent a messenger. It's the way that the ancestors keep the balance fair. If you can't recognize your messengers of today, nigga, that's your loss, nigga. Cause guess what? It wouldn't be the first time and it wouldn't be the last, nigga. All through history when the prophets came, nigga, they was never respected till they was dead and gone, nigga. Nigga, it ain't one prophet that walked the fucking earth in y'all fake ass and they fake ass Bible, nigga, that was loved when they was alive. Name one, nigga. I don't expect motherfuckers to love me or any other guys for stepping up and putting our avatars on the line for our people, you bitch ass house Negroes. All y'all gonna do is make videos about us. So guess what? You help white America. The first color was darkness. All colors come from black because masculine energy is black. Why you think crystals, all protection crystals are gonna be black? Because masculine energy is black. It provides and protects and enforces. Why do you think police carry black wands? Because they know that. They're the original slave catchers. So the elites who created this law enforcement to enforce their agenda was trying to replicate the enforcement of the dark matter energy. The police baton that they beat motherfuckers with could have been any color. Why was it black? Because they trying to enforce. And darkness enforces because darkness is masculine energy. That's what made it dark. And it provides and protects and enforces. And when the police, they trying to what? Enforce. So they got the black sticks, they got the black bibs, they got the black belts, they got black guns. That's why they even make guns black. You are naturally a chaotic being. Nobody that died that you ever buried, they not in that, they not in there, they not in the ground. They're not in the ground at all. You can go dig that shit up yourself. I got $1,000 for you. You dig it up right now. I guarantee you it ain't no bones in that bitch. I guarantee you ain't see no bones in that bitch. It should at least be some bones in there still, right? If their body was down there, right? Or was you gonna say all the bones got ate by the worms, nigga? Nigga, it ain't gonna be a box in there, nigga. It ain't gonna be a box in there, nigga. I bet you ain't even a casket in there. A box. None of that. See, when I found that out, like, damn, the motherfuckers that run the world is really the real criminals. You don't hear me? When I found out that the motherfuckers in power that run the world, that make the law, are the real criminals, boy, I ain't honoring shit. Y'all got me fucked up, nigga. You hear me? You hear me? You hear what I'm saying? When I remember that you're not a citizen of this country, you're still a slave. See, that's what's wrong. Y'all need to remember that literally right now you're still literally a slave, nigga.